Welcome back. St. Patrick's Day is just around the corner, don't you know? Sorry, I was trying, Ian.
Actually, it's better than what I could do.
Well, Lily's Florals at Price Cutter has you covered for everything you need. Because I think sometimes St. Patty's Day is just a forgotten holiday. But you can celebrate with beautiful flowers and arrangements and doodads and whatnot.
Doodads and whatnots. That's what I like.
Yes, me too.
All right, so we got our mascot overseeing us today. I hope you don't mind. I had to bring him along. But yeah, we got a few different things for St. Patrick's Day this year in Price Cutter. And just to start, we've got plates and napkins. I had to throw some on the table just to show, like, if you got a little party, you got a little drinking going on, make sure you don't drive, please. But we got a few little accessories to make your St. Patty's Day party complete.
So adorable.
Yes, and thank you. And one of my favorites we get every year is the shamrock plant. They are really great. We have two colors this year. I didn't bring in my other colors, the purple color, because people find out I've got it, then they come in and they buy me out. So.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now, Ian, isn't it good luck that if you buy one of the shamrock plants that you get good luck the whole year?
So they say.
That's what I've heard.
Now, these are a very interesting plant. They look very delicate, and people kind of get a little apprehensive about it, but they're really not delicate at all. And they look great in potted plants. If you've got like a big old plant that you've had for years, it's really tall, and right there at the soil level, it's just barren. You know how you get that kind of that drab look? These are great to plant right there. And they'll just grow right along with the other plants. It looks great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
The purples are one of the top favorite ones this year. So, just let you know.
Okay, so
I've
if
got
you
two
see...
cases coming in on Saturday.
Okay.
What time? What time is that?
And of course our fresh flowers you see right here. We got some of the yellow gladiolas and these great green hydrangeas. They look great this year. So far everything's looking wonderful. And if you got a little partying going on, are you doing any St. Patty's Day partying?
I actually have an event the Friday night before St. Patrick's Day. So I will be partaking in the St. Patty's Day festivities.
I'm going to find out where it's at. So, something that I like to do on these bottles here, if you're getting a bottle for a party, like they're hosting the St. Patty's Day party, and you don't know what to get as a gift, bring them something from our barrels department and bring it to the floral department, and we can put like a little arrangement on there.
So get this, scroll up. Look at, the alcohol's great, but then scroll up. Look at this. Look at the arrangement that comes that you can get to. It's almost like a corsage for the bottle.
Exactly.
That's so cool. I've never seen that.
Really beautiful.
Is that new?
I would say there's nothing new under the sun, but I like to do it sometimes.
Look at that. It's like, you know, you get a little wrist corsage for your date for prom. It's like, I love this idea. That's great.
That's very similar to a wrist corsage. You're
Yes.
absolutely spot on. And something else is I had this big martini glass sitting around, you know.
At your house, in your kitchen?
I had one there too as well. Oh my gosh. So I went ahead and grabbed some of the color glass right there, made it the green, of course, and put some fresh flowers in there. So if you got one of those sitting around the house and it's not full of alcohol, bring it in. We can do something in those containers, in those vases, in those glasses to make your party complete.
It's so beautiful. I love it.
And speaking of luck, lucky bamboo.
Wait, is bamboo lucky?
Oh, yeah.
How did I not know that?
What? You've never called it lucky bamboo?
Never. I never have.
I need to get you one for a late
Please,
housewarming.
I need one.
And
I
somebody
need
has to give it to you for it to be lucky. You can't get your own.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask both of you to buy me plants.
And the same with a money plant. You have to. Somebody has to give it to you.
And then also to your right over there, all the way to your right, a little further. Oh,
this one.
Yes.
Oh, this, of course.
How
can we not see this? We need to get a wider shot just so we can see this whole thing, because this is crazy. In fact, Ingrid, can we go, Adam, we're gonna go stand by this if you wanna get it a little wider, because you have to see how tall this is. Ingrid and I are actually standing on boxes next to Ian. This is how tall this is, guys. Look at this. There we go.
I
Look.
didn't know when to quit growing, guys. I didn't.
I feel like we're at prom. We're at St. Patrick's Day prom right now.
Wait, we have to do that. How do you do it? Like
this.
this, right?
Like, and then there's also one like this.
Oh, this one.
This one.
This one.
That's
Look.
very dated. Yeah,
I love. Wait, can you actually buy something?
A corsage and a boutonniere is what.
Give me that bottle of alcohol and we're good. Can you buy this actually? This big balloon. What do you call this even?
I call it a balloon sculpture.
Okay.
It's something that I do, and a lot of our departments are capable of doing those. They have all the tools necessary to be able to rent it out or for you to purchase. And then of course we got helium, so they can float. You know, do normal parties. And let's see, there was a couple other things. Oh yeah, making
I love the
terrariums.
That's beautiful.
Doing just a little wire work on some of this stuff, a nice lucky L there, making a 4-leaf clover out of wire. So there's some custom stuff that we can make. And then of course, this is stuff that you can find around in any store. You may have some in a bag tucked away in the closet or downstairs somewhere. Pull it out, bring it in, and let us work.
What I like about this too is you give the bouquet, it's amazing, but then you have the mug for the rest of the year.
Yes.
And you can use it for your coffee, like top of the morning to ya, lads and lassies. It's terrible. The Irish are like thinking, shut up, Jeremy.
Someone somewhere probably.
Yes.
Yeah, so got some succulents. The succulents that are coming in this year, these here, those there, they're really big and robust. They're looking great. So
oh, beautiful.
We've got some good returns on some of our plants. You know.
Can I ask you a quick question about this succulent vase? Now, is that for succulents? Could you do other things? Because that vase is so unique. I love it.
Okay.
But is it made especially for like succulents or something to keep growing?
No.
Oh.
Actually, I have an overstock of these, and so I was like, what else can I do to help get them out where the customers can see them? I was like, oh, make it into like a terrarium.
It's beautiful.
So you can buy all the components from most of our stores, and any one of us can help guide you along, but you could do this yourself, or we can do it for you. It doesn't matter. Or if you got an idea, just bring it in and let us work with it.
I love them.
Yes. Yeah.
I've gotten so many flowers over the years at Price Cutter. I have quite the vase collection now.
I bet you do.
And I love it, and then I go in, I like the grab and goes, because then I can take it home and arrange it in one of my, see which vase fits it the best, you know.
Yes, and we got some St. Patrick's Day grab-and-go bouquets that are coming up this next week, so you'll be able to come and just grab it yourself and go, and I'll go through your vases at your desk.
Okay. By the way, does the little Lucky Charms leprechaun, does he have a name?
Lucky.
It's just Lucky?
Yeah.
Just Lucky the leprechaun. Okay, well, guess what, guys? You'll be lucky all year long if you head to Lily's Florals or Price Cutter, don't you know? Sorry, it's hard not to talk like that. Ian, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for
It's
having
beautiful.
me.
Don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM right after this. Oh, gosh, I'm falling off my box.